Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God it in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame them.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Shotgun now for Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Play action, now it's Lance. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On 2nd and 12, Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And not the prettiest kick he'll ever have, as this one just does manage to stay inside the right upright and creep over the crossbar. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers put up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
McDonald. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's McDonald. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. They'll try the left side. Cottrell, he'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
They go play action with McDonald. Going for it all. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Now the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Falcons 7, 49ers 3.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Schaefer. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 81 yards. And the 49ers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Khalif Raymond now. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
McDonald sets to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
McDonald. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach. And let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. Hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
Here's McDonald to throw. And that is incomplete.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Coup for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Fights through, and now a crease. How did he stay on his feet? And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a case of improper form from a tackling perspective because when you get ready to go up against a back like this, everyone has to be able to understand you've got to be able to slow him down and let the cavalry come to the rescue. They were nowhere to be found that time, though, and this winds up being a big play.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Throwing is McDonald. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second down. Here's Mostert again.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From midfield, here's Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They'll run on 1st down. Cottrell, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5.
So that about as easy an interception as a linebacker's ever going to have.
Yeah, when we use the word easy for them, it never is, right? Because, let's face it, a lot of them aren't blessed with the greatest of hands. But the pressure here, it gets home and forces the ball to hang up in the air, and they come away with the pick.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Looking to throw on second down. McDonald. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 2.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. They'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
In the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2.
It's a run with Mostert.
And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter. What's been a tight contest so far.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Now a throw here, hauled in. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, Rivers, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. McDonald. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Back to throw. McDonald escaping the pressure right. And he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Boy, a rough time for a turnover there. They give it away on their first possession of this second half.
And what makes it worse, Brandon, is that they've already given away the lead in this quarter on the touchdown drive a minute ago. Now they run the risk of really falling behind unless their defense can bail them out a little bit. They'll be cheering for them hard from the sidelines.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And Lance going to give this to Mostert here on the option.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Working from the gun, Lance. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air. I agree totally. That's a great analogy, great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and a couple, Lance eluding the pressure right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They'll look to throw. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
And he'll find Hall. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McDonald.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. McDonald forced out to his left.
Right back to Pitts again.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Play action. It's McDonald. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts,
a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
27 yards there, a first down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Lance now on first down. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. John Kaminsky. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Taking a shot for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Lance. That swung out to Mostert. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. One of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And Lance now to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's Schaefer. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. Lance now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
McDonald. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, McDonald. He completes it to Ridley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. From the gun, it's McDonald. And the Niners get there and bring him down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Out of the gun, McDonald.
Flushed out right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
McDonald sets to throw.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He wants it all for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
And the Falcons are right back in this football game.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll get a fair amount of yardage back, but now it's fourth down.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, 36 yards.
And the 49ers tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Throwing is McDonald.
And now here's another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber?
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Niners, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.